This is the world of company secretaries. On this channel, you can watch interviews with company secretaries across the world. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon. When did you first hear the word company secretary? We go back to the time when you were a student.
Alok, let me put it this way. You know, I am 56 years young, and this term I have been hearing for the last 46 years.
Okay.
Now, wait, I mean, you will think that there is something wrong with my math, right? That is because I am a second generation company secretary, which means from the age of 10, when my father passed out this particular course, I have been hearing about company secretary. So, company secretary is not something new to me. I have been with this lovely profession for the last 46 years, if you may.
I think I've at least for me, I'm the you're the first person where your dad has been a CS and again you're a second generation CS. That's very special
Correct.
and interesting to know.
Yeah.
That is
In
from
fact,
the
in
age
fact,
where the institute was born, I should say.
yeah. In fact, my kids also clear their foundation.
Okay.
But of course, since they are doing law, they have not pursued it very seriously as I would have done it.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just leave it to them, So if one of them passes, also it will become a third generation.
Third
Correct. So
True,
we
sir.
are actually looking out for that.
Let's hope so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir. So how did you take CS course? Was it your father who motivated you, or would you get an interest by yourself? So how did the journey start for you?
Oh, lovely. Actually, okay. After my graduation, of course, those days there was nothing like foundation and all that. So you had to wait to complete your graduation. After that, I think the first thing that my father asked me to do was to go and enroll for this profession. There was not even a second day that I wasted. So I
Okay.
went, I got myself enrolled, and that's where the journey started. So
Okay.
so at the age of maybe around 21, I would have started this, or 20. Yeah.
Sure. So how challenging was the course, or like how did you face it? Because right from degree to our CS subjects, it's very different.
Let me tell you, Abhi, Alok, I have been one of those lucky company secretaries. Yeah, because I always say this, to get a mentor at 20 years who is also a company secretary, which was my father, I've been very lucky. So when an exam comes up also, he had already taken up this course, so he would really know, section 297 those days, which is 188 now.
Correct.
That used to be the toughest, the related party transaction. And, he would sit with me and then explain various things. And one more thing I'll tell you, I was very, very lucky to have celebrities. I did my course in Chennai, of course. So I had celebrities like LVV Iyer, Anantharaman. I mean, the big people who used to come and teach us out of passion, in the institute. So I have been very lucky. I mean, guys, I have to be very honest out there. And that made my journey much, much more interesting than many others, actually.
Mm. Yes, sir. So also Abhishek had one question relating to
Like
your
how long?
studies.
Like, basically like you were able to clear the course in one shot, or
Oh,
it
no, no,
does
no.
it look
Yeah,
a lot of time to complete?
I think this is not fair. Yeah, you are getting into my secrets. Okay, I'll tell you. I was not a great student. Yeah. I mean, let me be honest. No? So the those days it was of course intermediate and final. Intermediate I took a little longer time. Okay, so I wouldn't regret. Maybe I would have written 3 attempts to clear company law. But I'll tell you, Abhi, because I took more attempts today, the company law. I mean, I'm not telling every student to take more attempts, huh? But I'm telling you my story. Okay, I mean,
Yeah.
if you have, of course, Abhi has cleared quite early, so I know. I mean, he was one of those brilliant students, but I was not. So how it helped me, I'll tell you. It used to take me inside pages of company law, and I could master that particular subject. So that way, no regrets for having taken a little longer time to pass inter, but final it was all one attempt, single group in about 1.5. That is, by the time I finished my training, I had finished my final. So final was a very lovely journey, but inter was a little tough.
No, why this particular question was like majority of the students who will be watching, few people might be struggling to clear the exam. So this is the kind of answers, for them it will be really motivating that
Oh,
everyone cannot clear it in one attempt, and then their career also will be really successful. So that is one example we want to set,
yeah, yeah. So
basically
you
like by
got my
sharing your
other
personal
side.
experience.
So you got my other side, which is, today people may be respecting or may have regard for me for the knowledge and all that, but it has not come easy, Abhi. I'll tell you honestly, it has not come easy. It's been very tough journey as a student, but one thing I learned, of course, again, I would like to place on record my father's help, where he said, don't give up, don't give up. And Abhi, it is not like I used to fail miserably, okay? 2 marks, 3 marks.
Hmm.
Out of 150 marks, I used to come close to 147. How many
Correct.
times have, so I need somebody, right? And that used to be my father in my case, where he used to say, it's okay, you are come close, give the next attempt, next attempt. So somehow that thing of not giving up should be there with every student.
No, I'm
Yes.
sure
What?
this will be very motivating. Like if somebody can be as successful as Sundareshan sir and who also had few attempts, I'm sure every student will be very inspired by your words.